Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I promised you earlier some MJ stocks. This is 2 MJ growth stocks you can get for under $15. I had a video out earlier, and 2 monster stocks to buy without any hesitation, and TrueLeaf was one of those. So I've talked about MJ here a lot on the channel, not as of recently, but if you check the history over my channel, I've talked about it quite a bit. So but this is 2 growth stocks you can get for under $15. They're all down right now, so and as you can see, this was just out today. But of the 38 MJ companies tracked by MJ-centric news and information platform, New MJ Ventures, only 2 have similar financial characteristics that set them atop the rest of the multi-state operators, or MSOs. But a slew of obstacles is sending investors running away from MJ stocks, including underwhelming progress in the fight for federal legalization. So we'll see. Broad spectrum of supply chain issues, inflation, and rising interest rates, the result of a 71% decline in MJ stocks for TrueLeaf, ticker TCNNF, and Green Thumb Industries, GTBIF. As you can see, both of these are over the counter, so you can't get them on Robinhood. You can get them on any major exchange like TD Ameritrade, Schwab. I believe TD charges a commission to buy these over the counter. I got mine on Fidelity. They did not charge a commission, so is now a good time to invest in these 2 MSOs, and for under $15. We'll see. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just state my opinion. But the first is TrueLeaf, beat out CureLeaf for the top spot in Q1 revenue, pulling in $318 million, an increase of 64% year over year, driven by sales from vast array of products across the landscape of the MJ market, including flour, edible, topicals, and nasal sprays, to name a few. As a result of TrueLeaf's acquisition of Harvest Health and Recreation in October last year, TrueLeaf became the largest MJ operator in the United States, boasting facilities in 11 states, with a primary focus in its home state of Florida, where it has 113 of its total 162 dispensaries. That's just a huge amount in Florida. The big deal about Florida is that it is currently a medical use only state. If that were to change to include recreational use, which I'm sure it will, TrueLeaf's current 50% market share would likely place it in the driver's seat for potentially rapid accelerated revenue growth in that state. However, investors shouldn't hope for a quick change, as the latest bill to legalize recreational MJ in the state died in committee in March. With the stock price below $15, one benchmark investors can use to whether or not the stock price a good buy point is insider buying action, specifically from the top management team. TrueLeaf CEO shares recently totaling over 31,000 at just $15. So as you can see, bought that many. It's not to say that outside investors should buy the stock just because the people most responsible for a company's success bought that stock, but sometimes insider buying can help bring attention to a stock and signal a good entry point. What is arguably more important to investors is the outlook for what will drive future revenue growth. Company's investment in Florida and its hubs in Arizona and Pennsylvania will be primary focal point for sales. By focusing on a limited number of states, the company could hone in on higher margins, which should support stronger profitability. Arizona legalized recreational use MJ in January 2021 and became the fastest state to generate sales. Following approval of legalization in just the first year of legalized recreational use, sales totaled $1.4 billion. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania remains medical use only state, but with that, surrounding states of Maryland, New York, and New Jersey all passing legalization bills. It may be only a short matter of time before Pennsylvania does the same. So we'll just have to wait and see. That's what's going to happen with a lot of these. So if that does, it could mean the estimated 2 million Keystone State residents who consume MJ on a regular basis could become Trulieve customers in a recreational capacity. State's total MJ market value is expected to double by 2025, topping $1.2 billion. In addition, Trulieve has a $267 million in cash, and that should provide further confidence for investors that the company has the funds to either wait for recreational use legalization in its primary states, or to actively look for acquisitions to grow share is necessary. Next is Green Thumb. They offer investors one financial characteristic for the quarter that other MSOs don't: profit. Green Thumb finished third in revenue, nearly $70 million off of Trulieve, but the only MSO that posted a net profit of $29 million, which should give investors confidence in the management team's ability to control expenses and focus on higher margin products. Vertically integrated MSO Green Thumb sells many of its same products as Trulieve in recreational and medical use markets. Still, its footprint is slightly larger, generating revenue from its 77 dispensaries across 15 states. If you break that down, quarterly revenue by dispensary, Green Thumb overtakes Trulieve on a per-store basis, averaging $3 million per store versus $1.96 million per store for Trulieve. So quite a difference there. Company has also done a good job of curtailing operating expenses. Although costs are rising as a whole, they are falling as a percent of revenue. In Q1, company's SG&A expenses came to a 28% of revenue, whereas the number stood at 31% a year ago. For now, it seems the MJ market success is based on more states coming on board. We will still have a few years away from the earliest from federal legalization, but a major step before federal legalization may be a more attainable Senate vote for the Safe Banking Act, which prohibits federal regulators from taking action against institutions that provide funding to legitimate MJ operators and ancillary business that support them. So a lot of it comes down to the Senate vote. Could come as early as later this year, but depending on how you look at it, investors may prefer the bill being turned down by the Senate again after passing the House 6 times. Advantages of such a bill can help all of the MSOs obtain additional funding. And so we'll just have to wait and see if federal legalization does happen. Fewer large players like Trulieve and Green Thumb will likely remain to reap the rewards of a long-term strategy. Picking up shares of these two large MSOs under $15 could be a long-term risk well worth taking. So we'll just have to wait on a lot of these. So I've been waiting on a lot of them, just purchasing when I can, and these are all long-term hold for myself, but those are Green Thumb and Trulieve. Again, over-the-counter, TCNNF and GTBIF, both over-the-counter. Like I said, I bought these on Fidelity and did not pay a commission, so if there's any other platforms out there you can buy them where you don't pay a commission, leave that in the comments. That's always helpful. And I'll probably be working on some other MJ videos, probably Sundial, High Tide, and a couple other ones here yet today, so I'll be watching for those. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.